Welcome to Below the 49th, a perspective on my neighbor to the south, below the 49th. I'm Michael A. Charbon. Today's title, GOP'S 4-year ride. America will be a different country in the next 4 years as a Democratic administration will institute the policy and changes they were voted in to accomplish. For many, changes long overdue. For others, a painful destruction of their America. The Trump era pulled the country to the right further than many ever thought. It also raised the base and engaged a very loud America First and proud audience. Americans want revenge on what they still believe was a pandemic switcheroo. But reality demands that Republicans must negotiate strong alliances based on solid policies with Democrats if they wish to affect any bills that the Democrat squad wants to pass. This demands they change the way they deal, talk, and negotiate with their colleagues across the aisle. It's time to be cordial, y'all. Sweet tea, anyone? So does this signal the return to the old-time political deals? You know, where you help me on this one and I'll help you on that one kind of favor deal. There will be pressure on blue dog Democrats to question some of the perceived radical social policies in hand. A strong negotiating point for survival-focused politicians. Someone say term limits. This point laser focuses on blue dogs who are concerned how their vote will be perceived. Back home, imagine that. The midterm elections will be hotly contested as many wish to avenge the current administration's majority. And with the pandemic, with the grace of God be gone, regular voting practices and the hope of substantive reviews of protocols may, just may, return to some process of formal form of normalcy, right? But many things can happen in 2 years in the good old U.S. Congress. The Biden-Harris administration promises a more inclusive and social justice-oriented plan where immigration, citizenship, stimulation, and infrastructure spending promises will butter a lot of breads. They will borrow, print more money, increase the government, hold more hands, pick winners, and polish turds like every other administration. Below the 49th asks some questions pressing of those 75 million disenchanted Republicans about to take that GOP 4-year ride. Firstly, about the media. Will TV, newsprint, and the big tech, who were in the bag for the Democrats for the past 4 years, actually criticize the Biden administration? Or will it be like a line from The Bachelor, the most dramatic administration ever? You know, I could just see Don Lemon letting it slip out. This is potentially a perfect presidency. I mean, as sports returns and eyeballs shift, will Democratic cable news have to resort to being like the Black Widow spider and eventually eat their pleasure partners to get ratings? Breaking news, Joe Biden attended the G8 meeting in France, had his teleprompter cut out during his speech, and in an impromptu fill, Biden stated he's excited to meet French President Nicolas Sarkozy and that their French Quarter is his favorite place to eat fondue in Cannes. Whew! Scotty, who writes this stuff? I mean, I know Fox will have no problem digging up content. Where's Hunter? I mean, will Donald Trump run again in 24? Big question. Well, he did state in the campaign speech that he may run for governor in Georgia. Well, the last time 2 Republicans tried that surefire thing, it didn't quite work out. Speculation swirls that Trump may even become a TV personality. Really? Or either on a right-wing broadcaster. Or even create his own Trump TV. You're fired. Right, that was canceled too. Anyways, many Republicans wish to leave the Trump legacy and the 3 rooms filled with video clips back. Way back there. But with the Democrats fully in command and the slathering at the thought of lawsuits and tax investigations and inquests, I suspect that the Trump legal team will be very occupied keeping the man out of jail and out of the crosshairs of the vindictive Democrats Shifty Shift and Humpty Dumpty. Okay, Rudy, you go back in there, babe. It's up to you. But why the heck did you say trial by combat at the rally? I mean, what about Mike Pence? Well, after being publicly shamed by Trump regarding the vote certification, Pence did the correct constitutional thing and he certified the vote. He did the right thing. But Democrat media has no time for Pence as they accuse him of being spineless and complicit in the administration's misgivings. So, does the Republican base have any appetite for Pence as a president? I think not. Mike Pence is not the most exciting political figure on stage, so it's probably very doubtful. Currently set to be out of a job, he has 2 years to quietly fade away and buy a used furniture store in Des Moines. So then, which Republican will attempt to be the savior of the party, ride in on that white horse? Well, there'll be the likes of the regular senatorial suspects: Cruz, Rubio, Cotton, Johnson, Longford, and Scott. Sounds like a shady law firm. But these horses have already, outlived their shine and their ability to be selected to be on that merry-go-round in 2024. Plus, you may have to invent some new nicknames for these guys anyways. You just can't have them be out there. I like little Mario, little Rubio, right? Little Marco, that's what I want. They're all there. Anyways, I believe that the next leader of the Republican Party seriously will come from the House. No kidding. My two top contenders are Kevin McCarthy from California and Jim Jordan from Ohio, with Steve Scalise and Liz Cheney following close behind. So Kevin McCarthy is a deal maker. He's a calm demeanor. He can be instantly presidential. Being from California is not really a plus these days, but he has the political swagger and respect and the experience. Now, Jim Jordan, he's more of a street fighter who literally rolls his sleeves up, no tie, and says what he thinks in plain language. He speaks to the base clearly, and he really is the real deal. And now, regarding the odds on Biden being a one Terminator, Vegas money says very, very high. Will Biden, the oldest president to serve at 78, fulfill a full term? Well, listen, we always wish everyone a long and prosperous life, but to install Kamala as a president resident in heels, one only has to step down. Or was that the plan all along? Okay, and the big question, will Trump attend the inauguration? Or will they impeach him while instituting the 25th Amendment as he's arrested for streaking as a Biden's attempt to move in? So, 25th Amendment's not happening, but Pence won't do that. And as far as impeaching him is concerned, well, they don't have enough time. Anyways, for some factual content, though, most of the members of the House all went home with this session. It's done. It's finished. They have to get their tuxedos measured and pictures done for the big do. Question, though, wonder where Ice Cream Nancy got her hair done this time. And yes, I predict Trump will definitely be there. Never to miss a TV close-up. I'm just afraid of what he might say. Please don't say Sleepy Joe. Finally, if you leave a comment, I try to answer everyone. Please subscribe. I thank you for those considerations. And until next time, God bless and stay safe. I'm Charbon for Below the 49th.